I want you to look at the timestamps on this video file. The date says December 8th. The time is 3 in the morning. Now look at the footage itself. It is an aerial shot, looking down at a house. My house. You can see my car in the driveway. You can see the light in my bedroom window. The drone is hovering perfectly still, watching me sleep. Here is the problem. I lost this drone in October. 2 months ago, I was flying it in the local park. It disconnected from the controller, flew straight up into the clouds, and vanished. I wrote it off as a loss. But yesterday morning, I opened my front door, and there it was. Sitting on the doormat. Not a scratch on it. The battery was at 100%. And the SD card was full. My name is Alex. I am a photographer. I use drones for real estate shoots. I know how these machines work. They have a return to home feature, but that only works if the battery lasts. No drone battery lasts for 2 months. It is physically impossible. I brought the drone inside. It felt cold. Like ice. I took out the micro SD card and plugged it into my computer. I expected to see static. Or maybe footage of trees where it crashed. Instead, I found 72 hours of continuous video. I clicked on the first file. It starts the moment I lost control in the park. Usually, when a drone disconnects, it hovers and waits. In the video, the drone doesn't hover. It turns. It rotates 180 degrees. And then it starts following me. The camera captures me packing up my controller, looking confused. It captures me walking to my car. It flies high above me, tracking my car on the highway. It follows me all the way home. I sat there, watching my commute from 2 months ago from a bird's eye view. It was impressive tracking. Military grade. But my drone is a cheap consumer model. It doesn't have that kind of range. Then I clicked on the files from the next day. The drone wasn't flying. The camera was stationary. The footage showed a dark, confined space. It looked like an attic. There was insulation on the floor. Wooden beams. And in the corner of the frame, there was a vent. Through the slats of the vent, I could see a room. My living room. The drone had been living in my attic. It had been recording me through the vents for 60 days. I felt sick. I paused the video. I looked up at the ceiling of my office. There is a vent right above my head. I grabbed a ladder. I climbed up and shined a flashlight into the vent. Nothing. Just dust. But in the dust, I saw tracks. 3 small landing gear marks. It had been there. I went back to the computer. I needed to see the rest. I skipped ahead to last week. The footage changed. It wasn't in the attic anymore. The camera was moving. It was smooth, silent motion. It was moving down my hallway. At night. The timestamp was 2 a.m. The drone was flying inside my house while I slept. How? The propellers are loud. They sound like a swarm of bees. I would have woken up. But on the video, the audio was silent. The drone moved into my bedroom. It hovered over my bed. The camera gimbal tilted down. I saw myself sleeping. And then, I saw something else. Standing next to my bed, just out of the frame of the moonlight, was a pair of legs. Someone was standing there. The drone slowly panned up. It wasn't a person. It looked like a suit. A dark, textured suit that absorbed the light. The figure reached out a hand. A gloved hand. And it petted the drone. Like it was a pet. The drone nuzzled into the hand. Then the figure pointed at me. The drone flew lower. It landed on my nightstand, right next to my head. The camera zoomed in on my closed eyes. It stayed there for 4 hours, just watching me breathe. I checked the file properties. The file size was massive, but the codec was weird. It wasn't .mp4 or .mov. The file extension was TIE. I have never seen that format. I tried to delete the files. Error. Files are read-only. Administrator permission required. I tried to format the card. Format failed. Drive is in use. I looked over at the drone on my desk. The lights on the arms were off. It should be dead. But as I watched, the camera gimbal twitched. It rotated. The lens pointed straight at me. My computer monitor flickered. A text file opened on the desktop. I didn't open it. It opened itself. Inside, there was a single line of text. We are done collecting samples. You can keep the shell. Samples? What samples? It's a camera. It takes video. I looked closer at the drone. Underneath the chassis, where the sensor usually is, there was something new. A small, silver needle. It was retracted, but I could see the tip. And on the tip, there was a tiny drop of dried red liquid. Blood. My blood. I stood up. I backed away from the desk. I grabbed a baseball bat from the closet. I smashed the drone. I hit it until it was just plastic shards and twisted wire. I smashed the SD card. I smashed the battery. I threw the pieces into the fireplace and lit a fire. I watched it melt. The black smoke smelled like burning hair. I thought it was over. I sat down on the couch, shaking. I pulled out my phone to call the police. But my phone camera app was open. And on the screen, I saw myself. But the angle was wrong. The camera wasn't facing me. The view was from above. From the ceiling fan. I looked up. There was nothing there. But on my phone screen, the camera was zooming in. And text appeared on the overlay. Backup unit activated. Uploading biology data. I felt a sting on the back of my neck. Like a mosquito bite. I slapped my neck. My hand came away with blood. I heard a buzzing sound. Not a drone. Smaller. Like a fly. But mechanical. I saw it land on the wall. A tiny, metallic insect with a camera lens for an eye. It looked at me. It blinked a red light. And then it spoke. In my own voice. Upload complete. Replacement initiated. If you find a lost drone, leave it. Don't check the footage. Don't bring it inside. It's not a toy. It's a syringe with wings. And now I can feel something moving under my skin. Right where it stung me. It's traveling out my neck. Towards my brain. The buzzing isn't in the room anymore. It's inside my head.